So this is my daughter protesting. She doesn't want to take her dress off, and this is the real topic of the video, which is there are a lot of different weird and wonderful fruits in Jordan that you won't see in the West, I think. This is a plum mango. It looks terrible, probably because it's been refrigerated, and that's probably why you can't get it in England, because there's some fruits that just don't
I saw it
work.
actually in London.
You saw it in London?
Yeah, actually off Ashfield Road, a part of us from big trees on the outside.
Apparently it's in London somewhere. Does it? What did it have these black marks in London?
I didn't see it.
But I don't think it tastes as good when it's.
No,
It
maybe
tastes. It
people
tastes
not even
watery.
eating it. It was a lot on the floor.
No,
No,
people. What do you mean people?
no, I don't know if people eat it there in the garden. It was
In.
mainly on the
You
floor.
mean you saw it growing, not in a shop?
No, growing.
You saw it growing somewhere. Interesting. Okay. But it does taste watery compared to when I had it before. It might taste much better. So my feeling is the reason why it's not in the shops. One thing is somebody tried to grow it in England, which is probably not going to work out that well anyway, because it's not a hot country. It's not the right climate for it. But I think the reason why there's a lot of things I've had passion. Was it passion? No, cashew fruit in Gambia. You don't get that in England because I think it becomes alcoholic very quickly. And there's a lot of fruits you won't see in England because it's not. It won't make the money it needs to. It doesn't store well, or it doesn't travel well for different reasons. So anyway, let me show you a bit of this fruit. So I will bite it. I'll bite it a bit more, 1 second, to get to the... Oh, okay, let's get to this far. So I bit it. I think the black marks are partly because of refrigeration, so it doesn't look very nice, and of course it won't sell very well in England. So I bit it, there's a bit of the seed. Let me try to go again. So there's a seed and still another seed. It's probably another reason why it doesn't sell well, because it's got too many seeds. Another huge seed. I mean, it's really tasty when it's fresh. I had it before. And another thing is, I suppose, that's worth saying is that the fact that it has marks is not a big deal for people who live amongst nature. They don't need perfection. But I think a lot of fruit is probably wasted by the time, or rejected by the time it gets to the big supermarkets in England and in the West. And there's a lot of terrible things they do to it, like put chemicals in it, wax it, and things like that to make it look better. Look better to people who are not close to nature, let's say. Yeah, I'm just going to eat the rest of this fruit. Not really as good. It's a bit watery after it's been refrigerated, but anyway, just one of many fruits in our garden. This is from my garden. I probably should have mentioned that's from my garden. My mother-in-law kept it for a month for us so that we could have it when we come. Thank you very much, mother-in-law. And yeah, so that's why. So hopefully next year we will get it fresh when it's in season.